Good afternoon, Glassboro, and welcome to Rowan News. I'm Craig Tyler Ferguson.
And I'm Venice Washington. Coming up, events on campus, the annual Day of Giving, our weekly weather forecast, and more coming up on Rowan News.
Welcome back. I'm Craig Tyler Ferguson, and this is Rowan News. The Rowan University All Majors Career Fair has been officially rescheduled for Thursday, April 9th at the Student Rec Center from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. The Career Fair is the perfect opportunity for students to network with businesses for internships and jobs. Students can prepare for the event by using the Resume Ready service or by scheduling an appointment with the Rowan Success Network. The campus community is invited to join us for the 52nd Psychology Research Conference on Monday, April 20th, 2026 in the Indian Ballroom. This annual event highlights the outstanding work of our undergraduate and graduate students, showcasing the research they have conducted throughout the academic year. No registration is required. Everyone is welcome. Come support our students and celebrate a year of impactful psychological research.
On February 25th, Rowan University's 12th Annual Day of Giving mobilized thousands of students, staff, faculty, family, and friends, demonstrating the power of collective generosity. This year's event raised $439,967 from over 3,000 individual gifts from donors. Whether supporting an academic college or department, a team, a student organization, contributions directly help strengthen programs, create opportunities, and help students forge successful futures. For more information on the Day of Giving, feel free to visit today.rowan.edu. Up next, we have Ty Delancey with more news on around the world.
Thank you, Venice. In the world of news, Israel has launched massive strikes against the southern suburbs of Beirut, just hours after its military ordered the entire population of the area to evacuate immediately. The Israel Defense Forces told all residents of the area to save your lives and evacuate homes immediately. This prompted a mass exodus of the Lebanese capital's populations in scenes of panic. The strikes marked a significant escalation in Israel's growing offensive in Lebanon, which began after Hezbollah fired missiles and drones into Israel on Monday. Moving on to the U.S., on Thursday, the House Republicans beat back legislation designed to rein in U.S. military operations in Iran. This marked a victory for President Trump and a blow for those hoping to reassert Congress's power to wage war. Democratic leaders dismissed those concerns, arguing for the importance to reestablish Congress's war power. Defined by the Constitution, the War Powers Resolution would force Trump to terminate operations in Iran until the administration can win congressional approval. Most Republicans rejected the efforts, stating that Trump, like every president, has the authority under the War Powers Act to conduct limited military strikes without a formal okay from Congress. They also stated that forcing Trump to quit the campaign now would leave Iran's current regime in power, which would heighten the security risk for the U.S. and its allies in the region. Continuing with the U.S., yesterday, President Trump fired Kristi Noem as Homeland Security Secretary. Noem's place in administration had become increasingly unstable following the fatal shootings of 2 U.S. citizens by federal officers during immigration operations in Minneapolis earlier this year. However, many believe that it was allegedly her lackluster performances at 2 congressional hearings this week that finally cost her the job. Following the ousting of Noem, President Trump has already stated that he would top Senator Markwayne Mullin for the job. After the announcement, Mullin told reporters at the Capitol, "The president and I, as you guys know, we're great friends, and we get along great. I look forward to working with him in his cabinet, of course, but we've still got to go through this little thing called confirmation, and we're going to get started on that right away." Venice and Craig will have more for you at the main desk coming up after this.
Celebrate wellness with the Rowan community at this year's Health and Wellness Fair, hosted by Campus Recreation. Explore campus resources, enjoy fun activities and snacks, and discover new ways to support your well-being. Students who attend can win Rowan Bucks, a self-care basket, Soundcore headphones, and other great prizes. Learn more by visiting the Campus Recreation website. The Department of Radio, Television, and Film invites you to join them for a screening of La Passion of Jeanne d'Arc, 1928, on the 12th of March at 6:30 p.m. in Bozorth, 112. This film is screening in conjunction with the spring section of RTF 270 Film History 1, and it will be preceded by an introduction by Professor Paul Montecone. Questions, comments, and discussion will follow the event. All are welcome.
Rowan University's Africana Studies program hosted the 21st annual Rosa Parks Luncheon on February 24th, bringing hundreds of students, staff, and faculty and other community members to the Student Center Ballroom for an afternoon of reverence and remembrance. In addition to this, Rowan University welcomed Lieutenant Governor Dr. Dale Caldwell, New Jersey's 4th Lieutenant Governor and 35th Secretary of State, as a keynote speaker for this event. Proceeds from the luncheon support the Dr. Gary Hunter Scholarship, established in honor of the late historian, educator, and campus leader. Up next, our own Logan Murphy went around campus asking students what's on their minds most as we wind down towards spring break. Let's check it out.
Thanks, guys. I'm Logan Murphy here at the Student Center, and as we all know, midterms and spring break is upon us. So we're going to be asking a couple of students what's more on their minds, spring break or midterms?
Definitely spring break. I feel like I've not been paying attention to midterms at all. I really should, but, I'm going to Puerto Rico for spring break. So shout out to all my Puerto Ricans. But yeah, definitely spring break.
Definitely midterms. I'm in BME, so all my engineering classes and then chemistry on top of it is pretty tough.
It's a good question. I got to be honest with you, I couldn't tell you if I have a midterm or not. I might have one for one of my classes, which I probably should be paying a little bit more attention to. But right now, definitely spring break. I'm going to Clearwater during spring break because I'm going to go see the Phillies play. So going to spring training for the first time in, I would say, 9 years. So it'll be fun.
Definitely midterms. I'm a little bit stressing about them. A lot of studying.
Yeah, definitely a lot of studying, yeah. Do you have any plans for spring break?
So my best friend's coming down from northern PA, and we're getting ready for New York Comic Con. We're going to be making some cosplays for October, so I'm looking forward to that.
I gotta say it's a lot of everything because I've been fatigued with a lot of my stuff, so it's not really much on my mind, but I guess the light of the end of the tunnel, spring break and midterms, both at the same time. It's a lot.
All right, so we got a couple of answers. We delve into the minds of some of the students here and get some pretty good answers here. So that'll be all, and back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Logan. Up next, our own Nicholas Marinelli has a piece about the game room here on campus, and Keegan Thompson will be here with your weekly weather forecast. But for now, we'll be right back after this short break.
Up next, Nicholas Marinelli and Ben Fadokun were busy at the game room on campus. Let's see what they have for us.
Hi, I'm Nicholas Marinelli here for Rowan News, and today I'm inside the Chamberlain Student Center outside of the game room. Let's go inside and check it out. The game room is located on the lower floor of the Student Center. They just reopened in October of 2024 after the COVID outbreak and the construction of the Student Center. The game room offers countless options for fun, ranging from video games like the Wii and PS5 to skee ball and pool table. It's a great place to have fun and give yourself that much needed break from assignments, serving as a perfect recreational escape.
Well, it's a great escape for me. Like, I have so many classes that I'm like, killing myself over, and it's just a great way to like relax during the week.
I've met a lot of my friends at Rowan here, so like it's a good place to connect with others.
I like playing ping pong with friends, and I like playing Wii Sports because I don't have a Wii anymore.
Sometimes I come to play, I like ping pong with some friends usually, and maybe some skee ball.
Mostly I'm here to hang out with my friends. One of my friends also works here, so it's a good time to hang out with them. Good chance just to try out some arcades, especially. I don't see that too often anymore.
So I enjoy just being able to come down here and just hang out with people. I do work here, so whenever I have downtime, I'll just stop by, hang out with whoever's working. Just kind of, it's a nice way to just release stress and just kind of, take a load off every now and then.
It's a great place to come to like relax, meet new people, and there's like clubs that are in the pool, like in the game room, like the pool club. Shout out pool club, join.
The game room has countless activities where you could have so much fun. Sending it back to you guys to the studio.
Thanks, Nicholas. Up next, everyone's favorite weatherman, Keegan Thompson, is here with this week's weather forecast.
Thanks, Venice. Yes, it's me, the guy who they call Weather Boy until the camera starts rolling. Keegan Thompson. Finally, some good news in the world of weather coming up, as you can probably see, but hey, let's take some baby steps here, starting with today. Some showers in the AM for us here in Glassboro, but now it's cloudy with a high of 47, 80% humidity, which is ugly, but it could always be worse. See the past month and 2 snowstorms this season just for a couple of examples. Low of 38 degrees at night, still some cloudy skies, but keep an eye out for some fog. Careful if you're going to be on the road late. Please, we want to see you tune in next week. Fog will linger into Saturday morning, and it will remain overcast for most of the day with a high of 54 degrees, up to an 88% humidity rate. No thank you. You think I look like a wreck now? Well, you haven't seen me on a hike when the moisture in the air is so sick you have to cut through it with a knife. Warmer tonight though, only dropping down about 2 degrees, down to 52 degrees. Looking like a 39% chance of some small showers, but really nothing to be concerned with there. Sunday, cloudy again, but we're up to 65 as the heat wave begins. 24% chance of rain, but I'd say there's a good chance you can go dance in that rain because it'll be very pleasant. Cloud cover will break sometime late in the day, down to 40 degrees at night. Still a lingering chance of showers, but not likely. And Monday, get your shorts and t-shirts out because it is 72 degrees. Perfect sunny weather with very few clouds. The Rowan baseball team will be playing its home opener with this sun, and I wouldn't miss it. Down to 47 degrees at night, still very few clouds. Tuesday, more of the same, up to 77 degrees, still very sunny. Perhaps time to take your loved one out for a walk in the park or a trip to the air conditioner store. Your choice, but I know which one I'm doing. Back down to 56 degrees at night, which really isn't that bad compared to how cold it's been these past couple of weeks. Now over to Wednesday, still mostly cloudy, actually some clouds rolling in, mostly cloudy, not partly sunny. Up to 79 degrees, pushing 80, which is a near record high temperatures this week, and a warm 10 to 15 mile per hour breeze. Back down to 55 at night, and I quote from the Weather Channel, considerable cloudiness with an occasional chance of rain showers. And that means there's going to be clouds and maybe some rain at a 55% chance. And rounding us out on Friday, a massive plummet in temperatures down to 59 degrees. A few showers in the AM, but those will likely give way to mostly cloudy skies later on in the day. Still a tiny chance of rain throughout, up to 37% chance. And at night, down to 32. Yes, I typed the number wrong. You could all point and laugh at me, but when you're finished laughing, you could point and laugh even more because after this massive heat wave we're actually expecting a wintry mix heading into Friday. Folks, you can't just make this stuff up. But that is the week ahead here in Glassboro. A slow start to the massive 3-day heat wave with a stretch of 70 degrees and above. It's a tease for spring for all of you who are waiting to enjoy. I'm Keegan Thompson. We're going to take a quick break and then it's back to our main anchors to take you the rest of the way home.
Thank you, Keegan. That's all we have for you tonight. Be sure to tune in next week for another episode of Rowan News. I'm Craig Tyler Ferguson.
And I'm Venice Washington. Have a great rest of your day, Glassboro.